Friday night baseball from the K. Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series. Ian Kennedy, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, he's putting together an outstanding season on the mound. I mean, anytime you have an ERA in the low threes, you've had a solid year. He's taking care of his own business. He's pitching deep in games and giving his team a chance to win every time he goes out. And I think the same will be today. He's going to give them an opportunity to win this game because he'll pitch well. Time now for a look at the...
Digging in, the switch hitter, Emilio Bonifacio. And he'll start out there half of the third, top of the order to follow. Swinging a looper to left. Waiting on it, the left fielder makes the play, 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ian Desmond. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Desmond.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. This is hit high in the air out to left field. Under it is the left fielder. 2 down.
Hey, no runner, eat it.
And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move. Digging in to try it again. Number 23. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
23.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Oh, Matt, look, it's real simple. If you're going to throw the ball down the middle in the big leagues, you're going to get hammered. He's got to put the ball in the corner if he wants to have any chance.
That's to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Number 23 is there, and he'll bring this one in. Riding in once again, number 23. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. The throw into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double. And that, as you see, will extend his hitting streak to an even 30 ball games. That is some month of baseball.
He has really put together a nice streak. You almost have to watch him every time he comes to the plate. It's getting into that exciting territory where you start talking about those historic names that he is chasing.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Ready once again, Marcus Semien. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Marcus Semien.
Hey, put one in the gap right here, huh?
Set to deal on 2-2. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as this side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. 5 innings complete. Royals out in front, 5-0. Ready for another shot now. Ian Desmond. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out. Ball high in the air into left field. Looking up is the left fielder. At the track, the wall. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 4th home run for him on the... Digging in and looking for more, number 23. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Bonifacio moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 delivery. That's lifted the other way out to left. Number 23 is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for out number. Here's Nolan Arenado. He'll be the one to start things out as we begin the 10th.
Baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Hey, get him with your best stuff right here.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder has a beat on it. One away. Ready for another chance. Number 23 steps in to get the home side started here in the 10th. Hard liner toward short, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
8-5 tonight. Ray Ramos earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today it's the 3rd and final game in this 3-game interleague series. So striding forward now, number 2.
Work to do, because you're looking at 1 week of great streaks. They just don't happen that often in a season.
A chance now from the K to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. HR, what's the key in trying to stop their opponents winning? Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Gonzalez. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Rockies strand 1. They still trail it here 3-1. In now, number 23. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Fielder, number 23.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And that's going to land out toward the wall out there. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple. And as you see right there, this streak will continue as he inches forward up the all-time list.
Man, not inching. He is knocking his way through the door. You start getting into the 30s, next thing you know, you're really starting to chase history.
To short, Story scoops it up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Number 23, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Line drive to center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Hey, let her rip one time.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. A dive, but he's back. 7 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Runner goes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Don't know if that was a true hit and run there with 2 strikes or not, but he's into second base safely on the strikeout.
Designated hitter, Eric Hosmer.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Now Hosmer swings and lifts a high fly ball out to deep right field. Over the bullpen and into the stands. That's one long home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Eric Hosmer. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him.
Into the box, Tony Walters. He was drilled
14.
by a pitch his last time up. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Number 23 will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Digging in once again, number 23. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple.
23.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Ready to deliver. This is line to left. Parra has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Digging in, Carlos Gonzalez.
Fielder, number
He's
5.
2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
Gonzalez.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way.
Now in the box,
Now batting,
number 23.
number 23.
He comes in with a couple of hits, including a triple in 4 at-bats.
You can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Yeah, Matt, just a nice piece of hitting by this youngster. Not only does it look like he's going to be a solid contributor, it looks like he may be an impact player at the big league level for years to come. If he can continue to learn and develop, he looks good to me.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Matt, talk about 2-out lightning. First 2 guys are retired. Next guy doubles, and then bam.
And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The 0-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Waiting on it, the left fielder. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, second baseman, Phil Gosselin.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Under it is the left fielder. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. (11-10) is the end of the line in this score. The Royals slugged their way to victory. It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Texas. Elvis Sanchez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Rangers. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, what's impressed me looking at his numbers was left-handed hitters are hitting under 200 against him this season. So when he's looking for ways to get out of jams, he's hoping a lefty comes up because the numbers are struggling against him.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Well, Fillmore's the type of umpire. He's going to give you a little in some areas and take away the others. And what I mean by that, he's going to call a little wider on the corners, but up and down, he's going to take that away from him.
In there, a base hit. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double. And the streak will continue as he creeps even higher up the all-time list.
You start getting into the 30s, you're talking about a month and some change. That is really a hot streak, and I don't consider it just a streak anymore. He's pretty good.
Runner breaks for third. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. On to first, and the Royals can't cash in as the inning is over. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Number 23, 1 for 1. Digging in to try it again. Number 23. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth.
Come on now. Here we go. Let her fly here. Let her fly.
First offering on its way.
Hey,
and that's through into center field. Base hit. Hosmer is on his way home. The relay, but he'll get in there with an RBI double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Runner goes for third. He pulls this one into right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs. Here's Luis Valbuena now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
First baseman, Luis Valbuena.
1 and 2. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder has a beat on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready for another chance? Robinson Chirinos. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short, and that's in there. Base hit.
Oh, he hits a little dying quail behind the infielder. I tell you what, he couldn't have thrown that ball any better. Talk about it.
Ready once again, number 23. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, he hit that ball hard. He's been seeing the ball great. That right there now makes him 3 for 4 on the evening. Really swinging the bat.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Moustakas. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. At second, Goldschmidt. Now the pitch. Moustakas lets it go as he'll trot down to first on ball 4. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup.
McCutchen.
Hey, let's go, kid. What time here?
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Profar is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 7-4 contest. Striding in once again, Marcus Semien. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1 pitch on its way. Hit on the ground to short. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Well, I love the perseverance. Comes down to late in the game. He ends up getting the base hit to drive in the run. You know, he hadn't had any hits the whole game, so that was a big at bat for him to battle.
Ready for another shot now. Number 23. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Right place. Needs you here.
0-1 count, and the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but that'll be off the right field wall. Goldschmidt rounds third and is striding for home, and he'll be tagged out at the plate, trying to tie the ball game, but instead he becomes out number 2 now.
The third baseman.
Digging in once again, Mike Moustakas. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Royals leave 1. Down a run in a tight one. It's 7-6. Here's Jurickson Profar. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Jurickson Profar.
Swing and a looper to left. Under it is the left fielder, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. Elvis Sanchez earns his 5th winner of the year. Casey Leister closes the door for the save, his 14th.
For the victorious
MLB The Show is on the air as we come at you this evening from Globe Life Park in Arlington. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the Kansas City Royals. Coming to the plate now, number 23. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. First pitch of the at-bat. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Lazar is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they...
leading off for the Rangers, number 1, shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
Popped up. Moustakas has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. Now time now to look at Jeff Bannister's Rangers lineup card in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Harold?
Well, Matt, they're not going to run. I mean, they don't put a lot of pressure on you trying to steal bases. They'll take the extra base if they need to, but they don't run much. They're a team that sits there. They're going to be a lot base to base, rely a lot on the power. This is a total contrast to what we've been seeing throughout the league the last couple of years.
Number 23 is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out. Now in the box, Jared Hoying, and the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. He's set. Here's the 2-2. This one's flared toward left center. Semien onto the grass. He's got it 1 away. Here's Elvis Andrus now. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Elvis Andrus.
The 0-2 delivery. And now the second pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 23. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
All right, one time, right here.
Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. Hoying is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the...
Here's Neil Walker, a base hit in his first trip.
Designated hitter, Neil Walker.
Hey, come on, guys, let's go. We got to hold him right here.
The 0-2 delivery. This is in the air to left. Waiting on it, the left fielder. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And a relay home, and he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Hey, always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly.
Settling in now, Sean Rodriguez. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Sean Rodriguez.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Semien backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Stepping up now, Jared Hoying comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Looking up is the left fielder. Out of here. A solo shot and they add another. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. As the Rangers take control here, it's now 4-1. Now at the plate, number 23. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now a swing and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. It's still an 8. Stepping in, Sean Rodriguez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Sean Rodriguez.
Hey, get yourself right here. Let's go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Digging in, number 23. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3.
Come on, let it fly right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a line drive into left field, a base hit. The throw into second. And that is where the wheels pay off, as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double. And as you see right there, this streak will continue as he inches forward up the all-time list.
Man, not inching. He is knocking his way through the door. You start getting into the 30s, next thing you know, you're really starting to chase history.
Standing in, Mike Moustakas. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Runner's on his way to third. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot. And you could tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that. Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
Afternoon baseball now from the heart of Texas and Globe Life Park in Arlington. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Texas Rangers. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Andrew Kashner starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, I think the key for him is going to be locating strikes and forcing soft contact. He doesn't have dominant stuff compared to some other guys, but if he executes, he can still be very effective. We'll see how he does.
Flip on by Rodriguez, and there's one away. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. H, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded... And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. On the season, he's hitting just over 290 coming into action here. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Number 23 is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the... Now at the plate, Sean Rodriguez. He comes in currently tied for third in home runs on the team.
Rodriguez.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Coming to the plate now, number 23. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats.
He did a nice job of getting 2 outs before the 2-hitter came to the plate. Now you got the 2-hitter at the plate, and you start to move to the power. You want to keep as many of those little guys.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Royals are on top 2-0. Here's Neil Walker, 0 for 1 here in the early going. 3 runs already home here.
Neil Walker. Hey, let's make a play and hold him right here. Here we go.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. In to score the runner from third.
Here we go.
So much of this game is situational. So coming to the plate, Sean Rodriguez, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. The 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Semien ranging into the outfield, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Rougned Odor. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. And here's a ball hit in the air.
You got it.
Semien is there, and the side is retired. Digging in, number 23. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Here we go, kid. Here we go.
Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
All right, good job right there. Get it back.
And as you see right there, this streak will continue as he inches forward up the all-time list.
Man, not inching. He is knocking his way through the door. You start getting into the 30s, next thing you know, you're really starting to chase history.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. His lifetime line against Andrew Kashner. 6 for 11. 2 of those hits were for home runs. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. The third baseman Mike Moustakas now. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And now the runner's trying for third. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Well, that's just not a good look for the guy on the mound. Bases loaded. You expect him to bear down and really fight to get an out, but instead he walks home a run on 4 pitches.
Andrew
from the belt, the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to third. And he is in there.
Well, that was just a good pitch. He was able to fight it off and drop it in to pick up 2 runs right there. Nice job of fighting the ball off and finding.
Ready now, number 23. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6.
Let's go. Put a charge into one right here. Let's go.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Profar ranging back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they wind up hanging a big 6 spot on the board here as they've. So digging in now, number 23, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Mazzara racing back. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
The 0-2 delivery. And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout here as it'll remain second and third, but with 1 away now. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And now on 3-0, they won't even bother to nibble at the corners as they'll just go ahead and put him aboard here.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with one away. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. From the belt, the pitch on the ground to the right side. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. The tag, and they cut down the potential go-ahead run at the plate. So stepping in, number 23. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 0-1, here's the pitch. And there's a called strike two as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. And now this crowd announced at around 33,000 come to their feet. Swing and a liner. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
First baseman, number 35.
Stepping into the box, Eric Hosmer. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. DeShields is there. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. 13-12, the final score in this one. Texas with a big 17. Bronco enters from the pen to begin the frame with a sizable lead with which to work.
Bronco.
Digging in to try it again, Isaiah Watley. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Everybody knows he's got that fastball up in the hundreds. Man, you just got it.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Ready for another chance. Alfonso de los Santos. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth.
It's the first game of the road trip, and it takes a little bit to get an adjustment. You're not used to being that team that goes to the plate first to start the game.
Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. And tonight's comes to a conclusion. 6-1 the final. Williams Perez takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, turning in 8.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Tennessee, number 23, Bronco.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now.
And leading off for the General, catcher
Brian Henry is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Veras moves over, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in once again, Stephen Hoskins, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
Hoskins.
And that misses for ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Saul Presley. Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Pitch on the way. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 1-1. Here it comes. And the changeup is way low that time. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And a full count now. stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Into the box, Benedict Hubble, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
That fastball right there will humble you. He threw it right by him. So now what do? You spread out, you use your hands, and try to be as quick as you can.
Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Tennessee Smokies.
Your attention,
Bronco
please.
enters to do the
Now
pitching in
for
the bottom of the
Southern
6th.
League North, number 23, Bronco.
A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen.
Leading it off, first baseman, Pablo
Sanchez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, for such a young hitter, that was a nice piece of hitting to the opposite field. Nice to see him take the ball the other way.
First delivery to him on the way.
Number 90.
Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, going to the pen, this is not what they wanted. He comes up, he gives up one hit, now another back-to-back base hits. I'm curious what's going through the mind of the manager right now as he's looking at his bullpen.
And this is popped up back behind second. Feliz backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Striding in once again, Nathan Capel. A hit in 2 tries. So throw gets him, 2 down. Ready once again, Ray Linder. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
I don't have a problem taking that pitch right there. New pitcher just came in out of the bullpen. You want to see what he's got. You measure the first pitch. Now get ready to hit.
Tejera is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential. Daniel Finn gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Daniel.
Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
Hey, he was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well.
This pitcher's winning ERA is not translating to wins. A team can't win without scoring runs.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Digging in, Marco Ramos. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Marco Ramos.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Our visitors here as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They come in off to a bit of a slow start with just one win in their first three tries.
Yeah, last game they just didn't play well. They gave up a lot of runs, really sloppy. So when you play that sloppy, you're not going to win games.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Again, a 1-2. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that break.
Meanwhile, now this ball